We are back on the mats for the 2023-2024 high school wrestling season, and we open things up with the JP McCaskey Red Tornado taking on the Warwick Warriors live here in Lidditz. Thanks for joining us on Blue Ridge 11. I am Chad Landers alongside my partner Jan Minnick, and the lights have gone down, Jan, and that means everyone is ready to go for the high school wrestling season. Pump the crowd up. Right now we're getting set for varsity action. The Warwick Warriors, JP McCaskey Red Tornado, both in Section 1. We're going to start things at 107, so Jan, traditionally right at the beginning, and we'll work our way through. Very exciting.
Here we go, Chad.
All right. And as we get started, Warwick will be sending out junior Caden Furr and McCaskey.
Seamus Hurley for McCaskey. Caden Furr for the Warriors.
Yeah, McCaskey will be sending out Seamus Hurley. Here we go. We're already in a grapple.
Starting to hit out with a headlock.
Takedown for Warwick early on. Really working a headlock here, Jim. Back points. You see the three holding. Ooh, almost had the shoulders there. Very good start, off to a 5-0 start for sure. Who's a bit young in his wrestling career, only really last year wrestled to a 6-13 record, Jan. So this guy's a youngster really trying to find his way and make a name for himself in the varsity level here.
Well, he's off to a pretty solid start here. Picked up a set of back points after that takedown. Did give up that reversal, however, here, and Heerling starts in the top position a minute into the first period.
Heerling is a sophomore. He's 2-0 this year. Those were his first two career matches on the varsity level. There's a lot of that going on in both of these lineups, so just keep an eye out for that as we go on. Be mentioning it super early, as I said, in the season for these guys. Warwick's had one dual meet, and McCaskey's had two. There'll be a lot more opportunities coming up for all the wrestlers here. Right now, though,
Heerling's got, I think he's got a half in on the other side. He's threatening back points, and there they are.
Yeah,
there's
this is
the
a
count.
big turn for McCaskey.
Come back from 5-0 down, and
Fuhr's
he's got
on
a
his
really
back.
tight combination.
Boy.
Really tight with plenty of time. There's 17 seconds.
Fighting off his back. There it is for McCaskey. What a switch that was, Jan, because Fuhr had it for Warwick, had the back points, and then boom, McCaskey spins it around and they pick up the early 6 points.
Yeah, Heerling was down 5-0. I mean, we could tell coming out of the chute, he tried a very aggressive headlock, missed it, ended up getting down, but came right back, got his reversal, and there's a half, and collected the far elbow and cinched that up.
All right, so action heavy already through the lightweights at 107.
Now wrestling at 114 pounds.
Now we're moving up to 114.
For your Warriors, Max Mitchley.
Warwick will send out Max Mitchley, the only freshman on the squad for these Warriors. He'll have to take on Jack Martell. Both wrestlers figuring it out right now.
Nice fake shots by Martell. Good action on his feet, a lot of good motion.
This might be one of Mitchley's first varsity matches of his career right now.
Mitchley responded well to it. Oh, nice snap down from Martell.
Looks for the ankle pick there.
Trying to work that angle. Trying to create an angle.
Yeah, very heavy on top for Martell. Nothing doing yet. You can hear the crowd here is very into this. Out of the tie-up. Under a minute to go here. A little more action on our feet for this match. Nice shot there.
Turned the corner nicely, did Martel. Did not. He was just awarded the takedown now.
Okay, so they did pop the 2 out there, even on the edge of the circle for Martel.
It's Mike Rampula is our official this evening. He's been at it for a long, long time.
I was waiting for you to spit out a big number there. We've had him on the channel many, many times over the years.
Oh, there's a nice little tilt attempt, but got sloppy with it, did Martel.
Looks like he lost the wrist control there. Under 30 here to go, leading 2-0 for Martel of JP McCaskey.
Working a cross wrist, 1-on-1. Now trying to power half. Powering cross on that. Power half, he's got a nice little leverage there on a reinforcement with his wrist. Deep power half now.
Getting back points here for sure, looking to get the
that
fall.
Half in really nice and tight and deep.
Would be back-to-back falls, couple seconds to go. Buzzer sounds. Oh, and that's a big one for Warwick to avoid those 6 points for now.
So Mitchley did the right thing. It's called a chin whip. He's trying to come across. He could have hipped in a little harder, but Martel stayed in pretty good position with that.
Here's probably going to be how he got him to his back. Not still on the edge.
Yep, that's on the side, in front of the scores table.
He had him very close to a pin there, but the clock bailed out.
Nice double leg penetration shot, but Mitchley defended, has a nice whizzer, squared up nicely.
Even still though, Martel still attacking here, really just circling around, trying different angles, little leg trip there.
Oh, nice job
Mitchley
by
caught him.
Mitchley.
Oh, here we go. Now he's going to try and turn him for back points.
Wow.
This could be huge
Tongue
for
tough.
Warwick.
That's big.
Keep listening for the whistle. There it is. Wow, what a turn of events, Jan. Last period, almost pinned. Mitchley spins it around. He picks up the fall.
You can hear the raucous Warrior crowd here.
Winner by fall, Max Mitchley.
Just an observation here, Chad. I don't know if I've seen that in quite some time. First 2 bouts that we've witnessed, both winning wrestlers won by fall after being down 5-0.
How about that?
Nice replay here.
Speak to any inexperience,
Sticks him.
maybe.
Nice freshman fall.
Caught him. Just caught him, Jim, honestly. Sometimes in wrestling, that's all it takes.
That's, I mean, that was a defensive takedown. He used a whizzer to prevent the takedown. It's a whizzer, not wizard. It's a whizzer, and then he kept driving across and hipping in, and caught Martel out of position momentarily.
Also winner by forfeit at 100.
All right, so this is a bit of a hole in the lineup for Warwick. Just ran out 2 forfeits. So after all that momentum from the fall, you give 12 back. Imagine if it hadn't been a fall, if that had been 4 straight falls and forfeits for McCaskey, this would really be out of control. But that pin by Mitchley is huge. And we'll move up to 133 now. Brody Whistler will run out here for the Warriors, a junior. And McCaskey will run out Decius Rodriguez, a freshman.
Whistler, Rodriguez.
A little bit of a stoppage there. These guys are overly eager out there on the mats. By the way, Rodriguez, as a freshman, is 2-0. Wrestled his first 2 varsity matches of his careers. Both of them were pins so far. So keep an eye out for that.
Well, he has an undefeated high school career.
Yeah, how about it? He's going the Chance Marsteller route right now.
Got to be 2-0 before you're 3-0.
Is that what they say in the room?
Right. Whistler's trying some aggressive stuff here.
Rodriguez went for the shot. Whistler tried to circle behind. Both of them being very heavy in the clinch. They separate. This should be a good one. It feels like it's got a lot of good energy right now.
Yeah, both of them pretty aggressive. Nice attack here from Rodriguez.
He's got
a body lock on it.
Looking for a throw.
Trying to chin whip was Whistler.
Takedown goes to Rodriguez.
To no avail. He's working in a nice reinforced armbar.
Out on the edge of the mat, though. We'll see if it works. He's got the shoulders. 45 for 1 count.
He's got a reinforced armbar. Does Rodriguez, and that's an awesome combination.
Yeah, you can hear the coaching staff from Warwick just trying to have Whistler inch his way out of bounds here.
Yep.
Oh, now they're saying go back in for your escape. It just changes that quickly. Quite a lift there by Rodriguez.
Rodriguez trying to return him. Was able to.
I'm having more fun watching the Schnupp family over here coach this thing than the actual match. Very animated.
Father and son coaches, Gary Schnupp and Devin.
Yeah, I love it. I love watching them work together. They're so passionate about this sport.
Yeah, there they are.
Yep, so that's Devin right there with the red tie, and his father was over to the right side out of your picture. Both of them state placers in their own careers. Here we go, second period, 2-0 lead for Rodriguez.
Rodriguez just clamped a far side cradle on. Oh no,
that's Whistler, yeah.
Whistler got a far side cradle.
He's trying to get the back here. He's puts him right to the back.
Secured back point.
Getting swipes. Well, he's got that locked in nicely.
He's got that pretty tight.
Yeah, he's got to readjust though because he couldn't quite get the shoulders. He got the back points, but he couldn't get the shoulders.
He couldn't get that near side shoulder down.
But that's a good comeback here.
Oh, he slapped one again.
With the 3 swipes, now it's 3-2. Whistler for Warwick, the escape to Rodriguez, all knotted at 3. Wow. I told you we were going to be in for some nice action here in this one. It just had that feeling. In on the leg for Rodriguez.
Nice cross-side arm dump attempt.
Whistler handled that really. He said the head kind of tied up there, Jan, so was able to block that.
Yep. We call that a cross-arm dump, and he did a nice job, but Whistler recovered nicely.
Again, a lot of coaching going on from the Warwick bench. Really trying to get this one across the finish line for Brody Whistler.
Nice double leg attack here from Rodriguez.
On the edge, though, too far.
Yep.
Whistler did a nice job to really arch and prevent that. He's a nice, lanky wrestler.
And Rodriguez just stepped out on coming to the mat.
All right, so restart under 30 seconds here in the second period. All tied at 3. Warwick really wants Whistler to be aggressive here, potentially get a takedown before the edge. A stalling call.
Nice double leg attack again from Rodriguez.
Trying to shoot in and get a takedown here, 7 seconds.
Whistler's trying to thigh pry and sprawl. Stay square, he just went to his hip.
Oh, and they just gave him the 2 right at the end. Whistler could not hang on.
If he could have got his laces to the mat, you're able to slide your knees and your feet back. Here's a shot of this cradle, all the Whistler's points thus far, his far side cradle. Exposed, but the inside near shoulder, he could not get that completely tight. He was trying to adjust.
Underneath it there, Jan, that's tough.
Escape
from Whistler, so back to 5-4 in favor of McCaskey.
5-4, and we got about 1 minute, 45 seconds
of action.
And we're neutral here. This is a pretty good bout.
Yeah. Rodriguez has the head tied up, though. He does that nicely whenever Whistler shoots. Back to the center.
Whistler, I believe, does have a stall warning incurred in the second period.
Yeah, that went up for green. Both guys trying to figure it out right now, feeling it out. Who's going to take the shot? It's Rodriguez, double leg.
Very nice double leg.
And he gets 2 more. Wow, nice technical right there.
Yep.
Tries the lift, the return.
Nice mat return from Rodriguez. Reaching across for the far wrist.
So now Whistler's going to need a reverse or some kind of back points to pull this one out.
And
Rodriguez is trying to prevent that right now. Warwick needs these points at this point in the match. About to go under 40 seconds here at 1:33.
Rodriguez just wrestling smart.
Whistler's trying to run a headlock. He gets the reverse. Will he get the back points? No, says the referee. He just ran out of room here, Jan, on the edge of the circle.
Wow.
That's a tough spot to really pull off some magic.
You know what? He's getting coached up right now. I'm telling you, they're probably saying, hey, look, we got 30 seconds. Use that far cradle. He's lanky. He's got a really long, lean build, and he's obviously proficient with that far cradle. So I'm sure that's what they're talking about. Maybe I'm wrong. It looks like they're having a conversation.
Yeah,
Coach
referee is having a conversation.
Coach Schnupp is saying, hey, no, let's try to go neutral.
Well, what, you would let him up for the 1, so you'd be down 2, which would mean you need a takedown or some kind of cradle off of this for 30 seconds.
So he needs now the takedown, and he hasn't gotten one yet.
Well, he's trying the headlock. Oh, no, there he goes. He goes with the throw.
Oh,
Here we
gosh.
go. He's got one arm locked in. Can he get it? He's going to break his neck here if he's not careful.
He's going to have to adjust.
Oh, 15 seconds.
Valiant effort.
That was the fireworks that you needed. Nice lock up here from Rodriguez.
Yeah, he's not going to get it.
Wow, about 4 seconds left on the clock. Boy, that was it, Jan. That was the headlock and the throw that he needed.
I mean, he was very, very close to securing it. You can't do that.
He threw the headgear away, and the head coach threw it right back.
You can't just throw your headgear to the side. Oh, man, this is awesome.
This is an entertaining match early on here, 133. Maybe that's the one that needs a little bit of repairs, rather.
Yeah. He just tosses it over to Coach Rodriguez. He says, nope, right back at you.
Yeah. And of course, all of this is with 3.9 seconds to go, which is you're gonna need absolute fireworks here if you want to do anything. An 8-6 decision for McCaskey. That was a big one, Jan.
Yep.
That could have thrown it in a different direction there. A lot of good action, though, from the newbies, if you want to call it that. Rodriguez, a freshman, now 3-0 on the season, Jim. You had mentioned it.
Yep,
and
that's right.
He pulled it off.
Yep. Got to be 3-0 before you can be 4-0.
We'll see how that works out next week. All right, so we're moving up here. So 139. Very quick start for Tanner Briault. He's a senior for the Warriors.
That was a really nice double leg attack. He just powered through the hips. I mean, he means business, and his team needs him to mean business as well because they're down 21-6.
Yeah, they got a lot of catching up to do here. Briault, a senior, 1-0 this season, had a 6-2 decision against Central York. He was one of the guys that factored in there in the win column for the Warriors. Overall record of 19-17, so not a ton of wrestling under his belt for a senior. Also, interesting fact, Jan, last year, Briault wrestled at 127. He's up to 139 this year, so seems to have put on some healthy weight there.
Yeah, and he looks good. Both these guys look very fit.
Yeah, on the other side is Avery Vogelbacher, a junior, also 2-0 this year. His overall record is 40-30, so 70 bouts under his belt.
A lot more experience does Vogelbacher have.
Now that sounds like the other Vogelbacher that they had a few years ago, right?
Yeah.
And he went off to college. I believe he's at Millersville right now.
Yeah, real tough.
He was very good.
Had a great career. I don't know if they're brothers.
I know, I haven't confirmed that either. But he wasn't he a McCaskey wrestler?
Yep,
yeah.
He certainly was.
I
You
would
got
have
it,
to think
Chad.
there's a connection there. Just the 2-1 lead here for Briault early on. We're actually wrapping up the first period. These periods are going pretty quick today.
They are.
Maybe I'm not used to the quick 2 minutes they give in high school, watching the college level too much.
So Brialt scored within the first 3 seconds.
Yeah.
So, yeah, another tight matchup here.
Let's see if we can see it.
There it is. Bang,
Double
bang,
leg
bang.
takedown, right? Bull rush almost.
Really nice attack.
It's too bad he couldn't got some back points there. That would have really been a nice 5-point move. Looks like Brialt to take the down position here to start the second period.
Well, Vogelbacher weathered that storm, and he's right in it. And he is on top, in the top position, and he's looking like he's pretty aggressive. Trying a little hammerlock, inside wrist, control, one-on-one, far half. Whoa.
Nice roll through.
Nice roll.
He seems like he caught him. Brialt's on his back. Well, that was some good moves there to get off his back jam. He was almost pinned.
He's not there yet. He's in trouble. That's a deep half Nelson.
Oh, and he reverses it. Wow.
Wow. Looks like Vogelbacher did pick up a pair of back points out of it.
Yeah, not as many as I thought he would get there.
Oh, there was just a wild, wild scramble. So they gave Vogelbacher points, and Brialt almost scored, but
they didn't give him the reversal?
They did not give him that reversal.
Oh, wow.
Did not secure it long enough to maintain substantial control. He just did not demonstrate control.
All right, so not as many points flying up on the board as we thought. Back to that.
Nice far elbow.
Yeah, that lock that he has.
Nice far elbow attempt. Now he's got a Turk. He's got a Turk ride there, and he's scoring more back points, is Vogelbacher.
That's smart. Just rack up a couple
maybe
extra back points.
Yeah, he collected 3. Rampula's holding 3. You can see that.
Yeah, Brialt's really got to get out of this down position. It's been a tough spot for him. Get back to the feet. It's 6-2 Vogelbacher right now. Down under 30 seconds to go here in the second period.
I'm really impressed with how Vogelbacher is just continuing to press and attack. I mean,
Brialt was inches away from being pinned. He's in a tough spot
again.
again.
He's in a bad way, but there's almost no time on the clock.
Seconds to go.
He's gonna
Saved by
survive.
the clock again. So, and 3 more back points coming for Vogelbacher.
So 9 unanswered points from Vogelbacher after giving up a takedown in the first 3.
That's a great point. Yeah, he really has figured it out here. I would try and stay away from the down position as much as I could if I was Warwick.
I missed that. I just looked away and I missed that.
I'd have to assume Vogelbacher took top
that's
there, right?
That's what I'm thinking, but I'm not absolutely certain.
Because there's no way Brialt would go back underneath that.
You would think not. You would think not.
That was a tough 2 minutes for him.
And if he did that, that's smart. Smart strategy from Vogelbacher. I mean, he's really just having his way.
He is, yeah.
He's taking it to him. He's pounding him. He's stepping into a Turk ride again. He's trying to spur that bottom calf or ankle.
Here's a chance for Brialt to get out.
Spiral ride, and they're out.
No
Restart.
escape, no escape. Still had that leg. Minute 25, 9-2 Vogelbacher. Now, when you're saying the Turk, is that riding the one leg?
So the Turk ride is like right here, feet. Well, that's just. So he just has a half Nelson.
Yeah,
it's when it's when you're popping the low leg and stepping over it and kind of hooking it. Oh, nice combination
Yeah, we have
here.
a good shot from our
he's
angle,
stuck.
and there he goes. Nice job by Avery Vogelbacher. After those first few seconds of the match, he absolutely went into domination mode, and it's another fall for the Red Tornado.
Wow. Yeah, great action, nice match. Deep half right there, and just stick them. Like, I'm seeing a lot of half Nelsons from McCaskey, and they're running them right. Like they're reloading. If they have a shallow half, they reload and run it deep. And that's the way you want to finish. The only danger is you get rolled. We saw that earlier, I think, by Whistler. But they obviously practice it.
Yeah, once you start seeing a bit of a trend, you start to realize that that's something that's been going on in practice. We saw that from Ephrata a few years ago. The headlocks were coming left and right in one of the matches, and it seemed like a point of emphasis. Here we go, 145. It'll be Tyson Kilgore for Warwick and Josiah Jimenez for McCaskey here.
Oh, nice low single.
Kilgore shoots on
from
the ankle.
Kilgore. Really nice low single attack. Can't finish
here
it
for
yet.
Jimenez though.
Yeah, nice job collecting the ankle as in a defensive maneuver from Jimenez. Okay, so Kilgore.
Nice move from Kilgore to get out of that though and work from behind and get the 2.
Yep, little go behind now. Looks like he's stepping in for a crossbody ride. Crossbody and half.
Trying to get some back points
Kilgore.
there. They're going to work back to the center after being out. It looked like Kilgore was pretty confident there in that top ride. He had the legs all crossed up. So we'll look for that a little bit later here if they have some more room to work from the top position.
Yeah, he's going to probably try to slip a boot in. He looked comfortable there.
You say that so nonchalant. Brings him back down.
A little bit of a back heel.
And he's tying up the one leg.
He's got that crossbody ride in again.
Yeah.
And grapevine.
He's going to find himself in a tough spot though.
He got sloppy with his hips.
Yep, he's on his back right now, Kilgore, fighting off of it, and that's a shame because he had control of this match. And Jimenez pounced.
Huge mistake. Huge mistake.
Boy, this McCaskey team knows how to capitalize on mistakes. They are solid.
Yeah, they came from behind already. This is the third, at least the third match where they came from behind after being down early.
13 seconds in the first left.
We're far from done, but there's 5 points right back at you.
Wow.
From
A
Jimenez.
reversal in back points there, and all of a sudden McCaskey back in control of this one after 1.
You know, it looked like Kilgore was pretty comfortable with leg ride. Like right here, he threw it in again, but
he
then
did the roll. That was the issue.
But he got really sloppy. I mean, nice job from Jimenez, but you gotta float and follow really slick and stay Velcro tight when you're on that ride. Credit to Jimenez on that though.
So Jimenez, 2-0 this year, an overall record of 34-22. He was 6th at leagues last year. Did not wrestle or did not place at districts. Kilgore is 0-1 this year as a junior. Doesn't have a ton of wrestling from last year's experience. Did wrestle at 133 for Kilgore, so he's bumped up quite a bit here to 145 as well.
Nice
There's
return.
that roll again.
Nice return, and Jimenez is doing a nice little hip across roll and knocking his opponent's hips out of position. I mean, that's a nice little maneuver from him underneath, and that's how he capitalized in that first period with that. Caught Kilgore off guard. Now I think he's wise to it going forward, but we'll see. Nice stand up from our McCaskey competitor.
Kilgore rushes him out of bounds there to restart things here in the second period. 5-2 in favor of McCaskey, but Kilgore will let him up for another one, making it 6-2. Needs a takedown and some back points here, Jan, to catch back up. Wrestling on their feet right now.
Kilgore hit a really nice low single. It was like ankle level height, and got in deep on it. Had to work to secure it and score with it, but I like that attack.
Tried a shot there, blocked. Counter attack from McCaskey.
Nice step down there from Jimenez.
Under a minute in the second. Still 6-2. Some strong coaching coming from the bench for Warwick. Jimenez spins around for another takedown, 8-2.
Yeah, that was a little, looked like a moderate duck under attempt to the left side, and then Jimenez was just he hit a little go behind.
Well, here
off
he's
that.
trying for the pinning combination, Jan.
He's got a bar and a half again here. Look at this half Nelson
That's a
combination.
tough spot to be in for any wrestler.
And he's being patient with it.
Yeah, and the referee had to stop and make sure it wasn't going to get to the dangerous level. They do that all the time. Have to watch the shoulders, the necks, Jan. The safety, they are like really watching for some of those. And that's what happened there.
Yeah, most former wrestlers eventually have to have shoulder surgery.
You said that so nonchalant too, Jan.
Yeah.
It's a characteristic trait
I mean,
of a wrestler. The ears and the surgeries.
Yeah, hopefully it's not till your 50s or later, but.
Final seconds of the second here as Jimenez from McCaskey well in command, 8-2. All right, so one more period here. Kilgore's gonna have to make some magic if he wants to get some more points on the board for Warwick. Warwick has a few seniors here in the lineup. Tanner Brialt. We'll see Andrew McClune later, Jack Coons, but a lot of youngsters, a lot of juniors and sophomores here, Jan. So building for the future here in this Warwick program.
Yes, they are. All right, so here again, 8 unanswered points from Josiah Jimenez.
Yeah, what a response from McCaskey. Just able to weather those quick points and then really dominate afterwards.
Yeah, we've seen there's a pattern here emerging throughout the evening, impressively. And that's, you know, I think statistically, the last time I saw, like, probably 60-some%, maybe 70% or more of whoever scores the first takedown wins the bout, typically in wrestling matches. I mean, that is just, McCaskey kids do not care about that stat at all.
Now, they've been scrappy and have really countered well and really found their opponents in some tough situations, too, have forced the issue. Shot on the leg here, but Kilgore not in a great spot. Jimenez trying to move around, and he does.
Yep.
He's done a nice job of that, just keeping it simple and scoring the takedowns.
Yep, and yeah, I mean, Kilgore did the work to make that attack, and Jimenez got all the credit for a quick go behind.
He did.
Quick go behind 2 points.
Bit of a dangerous move there from McCaskey, so 1 point will be awarded to Warwick.
40 seconds left in this bout.
Here we're at 145, so we're about halfway through.
Nice tilt attempt from Jimenez. Here's a step. Okay, here's his Turk. Okay, he's trying to lift the near leg and step through and spur the far leg. And then if you go hip to hip, you're just, all you got to do is drive him across the mat, and you're almost sure to get points. But of course, Kilgore's wise to it now.
Kilgore's handling it well. 15 seconds to go here.
Nonetheless, he will get major decision.
Yeah, so that'll be an extra bonus point for the Red Tornado. Final 5 seconds to go here, 145. There it is, Josiah Jimenez, 10-3 decision, major decision. And add 4 more. No, it was only 7, I apologize. So didn't quite get to a major, so just the normal decision. Almost hit the threshold.
Well, then they must have missed a point because I don't recall.
They gave an injury, or not injury, a dangerous maneuver.
Oh, a technical violation. I missed that. Okay.
All right, moving on. 152.
Your Warriors, Bodie Madera.
Bodie Madera runs out for the Warriors. Tried a quick duck under there, but looked like Gavin Charles was wise to that. And a nice slide behind there.
Yeah, nice go behind. Circle one way, come back the other, clear the arm, that cutoff arm.
Very fast twitchy movements here, Jan, from McCaskey.
Yep.
Just being very aggressive.
Absolutely.
Escape for Warwick. Madera is a sophomore and is 0-1. That was his first varsity match of his career against Central York. So very young wrestler we're seeing out here on the mats for Warwick.
Well, he just connected on a deep single, but was not able to get the credit for it.
He's circling well here with Charles, but it seems like Charles has a bit of the experience over him.
Do we have a career
Yep, Charles is a junior, 101 this season, 17-20 overall. He was 10-6 last year.
He just came in with double unders and just drove Monera to his back.
Well, there's your experience.
Hip in, yep, that's exactly right.
That's
Came in with double underhooks and hipped across. Continued to just drive.
And Madera's fighting hard off his back here. That was nice.
Monera did come out tough.
And it's nice not to, just mail it in and give that 6 up. Although it is 7-1 right now in favor of Charles.
Nice far cradle, and he's going to collect some back points off of that is Charles. And maybe more.
Barely off the mat.
Good fight from Madera. Keep that inside shoulder up.
Well, it's kind of resting on Charles's left arm there.
Yeah.
And there's the pin, though. Didn't matter. McCaskey is out here and ready to go early on this season.
Winner by fall, Jimenez.
Yeah, pretty impressed. And they came in here tonight, and they are all business.
There you go, get another look at the cradle into the pin. Madera trying to clear the lock, but not much you could do. So it's 36-6. McCaskey as we move up to 160. There should be some fireworks from Warwick as they send out one of their premier wrestlers, and Andrew McClune, a senior. This will be the final year for him on the mats for Warwick. A 70-21 overall career for the Warriors.
He's been around.
Yeah, it seems like a while he's been around.
Yep, he's tough.
Of course, we've seen him on the football field as well, but he really excels out here on the mats. Last year, by the way, a great year. He was 22-2, Jan. Lost his first match of the season and his last match of the season. And then got hurt in leagues, in the league finals at 152. He got hurt in the final and then did not continue wrestling the rest of the season, which is a shame.
That's right.
Yep.
Oh, nice double leg. Nice double into a half finish. Wow, that is textbook right there.
Still has him locked up, looking for the fall. There it is. 55 seconds for Andrew McClune.
That was an explosive attack, attack to backs. Attack to backs. If you can pull that off, you're watching at home, young wrestlers, watch this. Changes his level, deep, driving half, and your opponents almost always has to reach out to post to break their fall. When they do that, you slip a half in, then you finish with a nice little back wrap there, and I mean
it's tough to do that. It's very fluid as you're taking them down in that to stay belly to belly, because usually the guy on the bottom will be able to flop off of his back. But that was pretty textbook. That was nice.
That was textbook technique right there. Brilliant. I mean, that's what you can do after many years of hard work.
Yeah. So now 71 wins, and by the way, 38 career pins for McClune as he's approaching, or hoping to approach, 100 wins this season. We'll move up to 172, and they'll send out Jack Coons, another senior, so back-to-back seniors in the lineup for the Warriors here.
Trying to work a Russian, and he kind of got awkward with it.
And you can see from the vantage point right here, Coons does not have the height advantage here in this matchup, so he's going to definitely be using his leverage as he's taking on Jameer Moody Crew. Which we can look up what year he is. He's also a senior, but his overall record is 2-1, Jan, so not much wrestling for this young man.
Duck
McCaskey.
single, converted it with a little back trip.
Nice takedown for the Warriors.
Working a far elbow ride right there. Looks like he's got some good technique. Try to fold him up with the far cradle. I think he's got it locked. Yes, he's got it locked. We can see it. Oh, now he broke the grip. Did
still plenty of time, 45.
Moody Crew.
Coons and Warwick would love to follow up the McClune fall with another fall here, just to eat away at this big lead by McCaskey. Oh, he's got him on his, almost had him pinned there.
He's got a lot of time.
Crew is fighting it hard, but
got
it
20
is
seconds
deep.
here. He's got a deep half. We can see that. Nice deep half and a back wrap finish over here. That's it, right about.
Boy, Crew is fighting this like a champ. There's the fault. Warwick enjoying the seniors here towards the end of their lineup. That one was with 7.7 seconds left in the first. They'll take it. They needed that.
For the Warriors.
Double leg, back tripped it, right into an aggressive ride, and there's the finish. Looking up, because you don't need to watch the fall. When you look up, you're applying more pressure, actually, on your opponent's chest and shoulder blades.
All right, so we're going up to 189. We'll see who comes out here for Warwick.
Wrestling at 189 pounds for the Tornadoes, Bryson Cantrell. For the Warriors, Owen Hirsch.
All right, so it sounds like Owen Hirsch is gonna hop down to 189. Hirsch, let's see what Hirsch weighed in at. I think it was 170 something he weighed in at. 177. Aggressive start for Warwick, but no points coming from it. Double leg takedown tackle there.
Went right for the half, did not secure it, but very aggressive is Hirsch.
Hirsch is a junior for the Warriors. 1-0 this season. Record last year was 12-12. He did pick up a pin in that dual meet against Central York.
I was talking to Owen's dad earlier, Jason Hirsch. I had the pleasure of coaching back in the 90s.
Which school?
Ephrata.
Nice.
Yep.
Oh, you were at several different schools, so always got to check.
Yep. But love to see it passed down.
We are getting to that point here where fathers are having sons that are, it's that generation now. You've seen both levels of, Jan.
Yeah, sometimes more than that.
Looks like going for a cradle there for Cantrell.
Cantrell did a nice job of just recovering and attacking back, and then
headlock for
and Hirsch caught him in a headlock.
Oh, Hirsch, sorry. And two for McCaskey. Boy, it looked like both of them were trying the big bear throw there, and nobody could really come through with it.
Yep, I mean, credit to Cantrell for continuing just to battle back from underneath, and he just continued to press.
All right, that was a pretty fun little first period.
Here's one of the sequences. That's when Hirsch tried to scramble late with a headlock from the mat level, and Cantrell secured his own reversal.
So Cantrell's a senior for the Red Tornado. He's 2-0 this year. 2 pins to his credit. Overall record is 46-32, so he's got some experience under his belt, more than Hirsch does. Last year, Cantrell was 28-12, finished 3rd at leagues. So definitely.
And again, gave up the first takedown, and now he finds himself in the lead.
That's true. Yeah, oh man, that's just wild that is developing today.
I love to see that. Oh man, he just instinctively felt the head of Hirsch over top, made a quick reach, and got it. Now I think they're neutral position, but
no, I think they're going to do reversal there. Yeah, the referee was waiting to see. He was being very patient.
Right.
Didn't give the one. Almost had that intuition that a reversal was going to come. And it's 2 more for McCaskey.
Oh, Hirsch hits a nice little Granby roll. Didn't quite get enough elevation with it.
5-2 for Cantrell.
Another half Nelson attempt here, we can see.
He's trying to lock up a cradle.
Now he's got a cradle, does Cantrell.
Nice roll through.
And he's got a 1 count, I think. Just 2 1 counts.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a sloppy cradle, but able to get the back points there.
He did give it. He gave the back points to Cantrell. Again, 7 unanswered points.
Yeah, you're on top of that here today. You're a shark.
Well, just wait, Chad. This is just the first meet of the year.
Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, I should mention December 21st, next Thursday, we'll be at Cocalico for Elizabethtown versus Cocalico. You can catch Jan and I 7 o'clock. That'll be our last one before the holiday break. Hurst trying to get out of bounds there, but returned nicely by Cantrell.
He's got sloppy. He got sloppy. He's a little too high. If Hurst can just break this,
10 seconds.
Continue to press through. He's got his arm out. Break this cradle.
I don't know. Cantrell is very technical.
Man, that's a tight cradle.
Oh,
look at this.
He almost
Look
had
at
a pin
this.
defensively.
Look at this.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't know if we can see that again, but it almost was Cantrell rolled right to his back, Jan.
Well, if we could see this, but his arm was out. Well, we can't see here, but Hurst's left arm is out, which is, you got to be really careful of that. Right there, it's out.
Right
so he's
there,
able to post.
he rolls to his back for a 1.5.
Post,
yeah.
And all he had to do was post, but he did run out of time. He did. It was a great opportunity for 5 points, but I think they gave him 2.
All right, so 7-4. Bryson Cantrell for McCaskey controls it, headed to the third. It's been exciting here at 189. Cantrell trying to be heavy on top and just throws him aside for the 2, Jan.
That's a throw by, go behind. He just threw him by and collected 2. Really simple technique.
Yeah.
You still get 2 credit, 2 points for the takedown.
Well, here's going for that arm lock.
Another half Nelson.
Well, he's heavy on top of that. And there's a fall. Boy, Cantrell, very technical wrestler. He put it all out there here in this one. Earns the fall in the third period.
Winner by fall, Cantrell, McCaskey.
Yeah, nice job. Nice deep half. Well, see, right there, that actually was not a deep half. That's a shallow half, but he secured it nicely, nonetheless.
That is 4 pins tonight for McCaskey, to go along with 2 forfeits as well. Looks like Cantrell's going to have a pretty good season for McCaskey. See if he can improve on that 3rd place finish at leagues last year.
That's nothing to sneeze at. I mean, that's a great finish in the league tournament.
The Warriors, Caleb Parinchek.
So, yeah, I mean, you're, of course, aspiring to make the finals and perhaps win it. Coming back. Had a great workout partner in Olivaria last year who I think moved out of the state.
Yeah, I'll get to that in 1 second for you. This is Caleb Parinchek for Warwick at 2:15, and Eliezer Chaparro for McCaskey. We didn't even talk about the 2 studs that McCaskey lost. One, Garcia to graduation, district champion. Oliveri, a district champion, absolute stud for them, moved to Florida and is currently wrestling in Florida. So that's a huge loss for McCaskey in their lineup.
2 state qualifiers.
Yeah.
Yep. But
they've got a nice solid lineup.
But that being said, I'm impressed by, it looks like the kids that are here still on the bench that across from us, many of them are excellent understudies of that
those 2 champions,
that success from Garcia and Oliveria.
Last year, McCaskey was 11-4 overall and had the 2 District 3 champions. Many of the other guys in this lineup did not place at districts or leagues, so some clay to mold for the McCaskey coaching staff. But they've certainly competed hard here in this Section 1 showdown.
Oh my goodness, absolutely, yeah. Of course, the outcome is not in question anymore. McCaskey can win this match, but
this will be the last contested bout, by the way. Heavyweight is going to be a forfeit for Warwick. So just putting that out there for the viewing audience and those on the crew. This will be the last one. End of the period. Warwick we will see again end of the year, end of the season, February 7th, as they host Mannheim Central. We'll be back in January the 3rd for Mannheim Central versus Ephrata. And of course, Jan, the annual trip to Mannheim Township for the LL Wrestling Championships. January 27th. So mark it down. Almost
Love
a month away.
Love that event.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, it's great to showcase the best that's coming out of the county, Lancaster, Lebanon.
We've had that for quite some time now. I'm going to have to go back and see the first time we started televising that live. But it's been over a decade, right?
It was over in Garden Spot, I recall. Yeah. And I'm going to guess it might have been around 2014, 13, 14-ish.
Okay, well, if it's 14, then that would mean this would be a decade of it coming up here in the new year.
Yeah, that's got to be the premier event that we cover
for sure.
During our season.
Yeah,
Love it.
Obviously, we don't have live coverage of the district championships, so yeah, the leagues is the highest up we go.
You know what? We ought to work on that, though.
It'd be fun.
We ought to work on
it. It would be fun. Yeah. Where are they wrestling that this year? Are they at the Giant Center? No, they do that at Split. They go to Spring Grove and CD East, right, for AA, AAA?
We'll have to make some phone calls.
You have any connections at Spring Grove?
Well, you talk to your people, I'll talk to mine. Let's we'll come back together next Thursday and see where we're at.
Okay. Yeah, you're giving me a week to work my magic, huh?
Oh, but that's just that is a neat event, the district championships as well.
Yeah.
And I frankly, I got to tell you, I loved it when it was up at the Hershey Arena.
I think
the old
everybody
barn.
did. Yeah, everybody loved that.
I just loved it up there.
Yeah, a lot of history too up there.
Yeah.
About 10 seconds left in the second period here at 2:15.
Chaparro working far cradle.
He's been in control pretty much the whole time. 5-0 lead right now.
And he's gonna score. Looks like a 1 count.
I don't think it was enough swipes for any points there.
1 count on that cradle, and yep, he did not. He's not going to get credit.
So starting third period here, Chaparro will take down. See if he can earn himself another point. This is Warwick's second match of the year. For McCaskey, their third. They're looking to go 3-0, get off to a good start. They have Hempfield coming up next week. Township after that, Solanco in the new year. For Warwick, they are busy boys. They've got the Travis Mannion Memorial Duels coming up on the 16th, Penn Manor on the 19th, Conestoga Valley on the 21st, and the Bethlehem Holiday Classic right before the new year.
Wow, they are going to be sore.
Yeah, they'll certainly be battle tested, and getting the reps in. It's still so early for Warwick right now. Each wrestler with just 1 match under their belt, 2 after tonight. But you get after that Bethlehem Classic and into the new year, and these boys will certainly be getting the reps in. Another takedown for McCaskey.
Chaparro is a nice little, changed his level, had a nice motion, and then finally pulled the trigger on a shot. High level double leg attack. Scored relatively easily with that. Sporinchak did not have a defense. Under a minute to go in our final contested bout of this evening.
Porinchek is a junior, by the way.
Running an arm bar is Chaparro. Gave up on it.
They didn't quite have it locked in. About to tick down to 30 seconds to go. A 42-18 overall lead for JP McCaskey here. Looking to add to it. 8-0 would be the major decision for the Red Tornado. By the way, we have girls basketball coming up Friday night. Will be an effort up. Lady Mounts taking on Garden Spot 7 o'clock. I'll see you there with Tim Reedy. Oh my goodness! A back suplex. That one got out of hand a little bit there. That will award the dangerous
holy smokes
maneuver to Warwick. I think they're just going to check on Porinchek to make sure he's okay. Wow.
He's good.
Yep. That might have been a little bit too much momentum going back over.
Yeah, well, you want to see kids return with authority, but you're not allowed to return them when they're defenseless. And it's your responsibility to return safely. And man, it was all, that would have been a highlight reel for freestyle.
Right.
Would have been a touch ball.
That was a WWE move right there. All right, that'll end it 8-1, so the major decision gets taken away down to a normal decision, and it'll end with one more coming here as heavyweight should run out for McCaskey. Warwick will be unable to respond in that regard. Should be Jameer Oliver for the Red Tornado, also 2-0 this season. His first 2 careers of his varsity career, Jan. So 3-0 to start things off for the big fella. And that's how it'll end. 51-18. Red Tornado get the win. Thoughts on what we saw, Jan?
Well, I was pretty impressed with Coach Rodriguez's squad from McCaskey. A lot of kids there. I mean, that's awesome. I wish we would not see as many forfeits. I mean, it's such a great sport, and it's telling me that, you know, there's missed opportunities with some of the student body in the middleweights or wherever. I mean, it's a great opportunity. It's training for life, and I wish we could see less and less forfeits. So a little bit of a plea out there for all the young kids just kind of sitting at home. You want to train yourself and go through a great experience and give the sport of wrestling a shot.
All right, that's your PSA for the day from our man Jan Minnick, and that's our live telecast of high school wrestling. McCaskey wins it 51-18 over Warwick. A good day for Andrew McClune and Jack Coons, the seniors for the Warriors. That'll do it from Lidditz. Final score again, 51-18 for our entire Blue Ridge 11 crew and my partner Jan Minnick. Always good to see him. I am Chad Landers saying so long. We'll see you Friday for basketball, and we'll see you next time right here on Blue Ridge 11.